All right, Gravel Throat Reviews here. I've been gone for a while. I've been taking some time to get sober, and what better way to celebrate sobriety than to review the new album from Crippling Alcoholism. Crippling Alcoholism is a six-piece murder pop project out of Boston, Massachusetts. The band centers around the vocals and songwriting of Tony Castrati. The new album is called CAMGIRL. It was released on September 12th on the record label Portrayal of Guilt, and yes, that is the same crew behind the band Portrayal of Guilt as well. This new album from Crippling Alcoholism is a 16-track masterpiece with a runtime of just over an hour. CAMGIRL is jam-packed with dreamy, ethereal leads, sparkling synths, clean, soaring guitars, shout out to Big Sex, and catchy hooks that disguise the very dark and bleak subject matter underneath. The album dives into violence, abuse, addiction, sex work, death, nihilism, and beyond. Tony and the band craft a brooding yet somehow uplifting collection of murder ballads that, in my opinion, has no skips. All right, now let's talk about some of the standout tracks. The opener, Mr. Sentimental, kicks off with gothic synth chords and distant reverb guitars. It's about one of the many twisted characters in the Crippling Alcoholism universe, a serial killer describing his deeds like he's giving lawn care advice to a neighbor so casually, whistling while he works, careful not to stain his favorite flannel with blood. The chaotic outro and Tony's shifting vocal intensity, chef's kiss, so good. And like every track that follows, there's a hook that you can't get out of your head. Next track is Saran Wrapped Cash. It opens with a haunting harmony between Tony and who I believe is Alice, but debating reasons for self-harm. The writing here is absolutely stunning. Here it goes. See the girl, she's pale and thin. Cruel colors dance across the bedroom TV, and she dances back to them. She dances a lot. Cartwheels through the house, through the fog of Marlboro Reds, through the smoke in the narrow halls, into the kitchen, where she heats her dinner in a microwave stained with tomato sauce. Tony has a way of using plain language to paint vivid cinematic images, and that's one of the elements that makes this project so powerful and memorable. Every track drifts between unsettling atmospheres and raw personal insights from dark, menacing characters, all wrapped in a danceable pop rhythms and sticky, infectious choruses. The next track, Ladies' Night, inspired by the band LMFAO, believe it or not, tells the story of two narcissists hooking up behind their partner's back, and their sexual plans are, quote, pitch fucking dark. Then there's that track Bedrot, one of my personal favorites. It starts off like a dreamy synth pop track and quickly unravels into a conversation with a sex worker about drugs and her dealer boyfriend, and it ends in an existential crisis about self-hatred and body image. Beautiful, dark, and relatable. Love this track. Next track, Pretty in Pink, features luxury skin, and it's a slow burner. It's a love letter to a goth scene girl that drives a sinner to temptation. The soft to harsh contrast and instrumentation is just gorgeous. Lazy chords pressed up against dizzying guitar licks. Wonderful. Then we get the track Pliers. It's a demented little number summed up by one line. Every man feels tough until the fingers start coming off. Yeah, yikes. The next track is I Have a Key to Your House, and it's a straight up banger. It takes aim at corrupt policing and the system that enables it. Incredible chord progression, unforgettable chorus. I just can't stop humming it. Now, moving on, the title track Camgirl starts with a blistering black metal section, then melts into shimmering tremolo guitars, soft synths, and addictive chorus that goes, I'm just a user, craving your abuse. So fucking catchy. I love this song. This song is an absolute banger. That is, once again, the title track, Cam Girl. Can't get enough of this track. The lyrics on the final section of this song seal the deal. It says, the sun turns swarms of wasps, devouring the moon. Even death must crawl from the womb. What sick fuck could bring kids into this world? Yeah, it's heavy, it's haunting, and it is absolutely beautiful. Next track, Terra Vista, follows, pairing shimmering synths with the perspective of a dangerous, unhinged felon who warns, if you hate me now, just wait till I get shit-faced. I love the descending vocal line on the chorus, absolutely haunting. The next track, Mary, Kate, and Ashley, might be the most brutal track on the whole record, where a knife-wielding meth addict pure rage and chaos. The urgent synths and angelic choir vocals and that intensity near the end, it gives me chills every time. Closing out the record is Despair, featuring Ladder. It opens with reverb keys and Tony's raspy vocals over some somber chords, talking about cash, sex, and drugs. Then in the middle it turns harrowing, a mother doing an unthinkable crime in the face of a cruel world. And it closes with this line, I don't really like happy music because I don't feel happy, I feel fucked. In conclusion, I absolutely love this album. The song structures, the melodies, guitar tones, the harmonies, the attention to detail, and those lyrics, man, the lyrics are absolutely incredible. If you want to read along, the full lyrics are up on the Crippling Alcoholism Bandcamp page. I liked this album before, but after reading the lyrics, I can confidently say CAMGIRL is one of the best albums of the year, 100%. I was lucky enough to have a brief conversation with Tony via Instagram, and he was kind enough to answer some of my questions about like what his future plans for the band were, and something regarding his upcoming appearance at the Roadburn Festival, which is an amazing festival that happens overseas. And if you want to read those questions and his answers, I'm going to put it down in the description below so you can read through that. But dude, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. I love this album from Crippling Alcoholism. Once again, it's called CAMGIRL. Go check it out right now. Listen to it on Bandcamp, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you can find it. You'll look it up. But thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.